Do you want to ride in the Lilly Belle train car at Disneyland but aren't sure if it's worth the price? Welcome back to MagicalDnA. Premium experiences at the Disneyland Resort come at an added expense, and that represents a risk when you want to try something new. That's why we want to share with you our real experience on the Disneyland Railroad Guided Tour. We tried this tour in February 2026 because our youngest just loves trains. We'll share our real experience with you while trying to depict what it was like on your screen. Please keep in mind that video recording is not allowed on this tour, so we'll show footage and photographs from the locations we visited without showing the actual tour. Like all guided tours at Disneyland, your first stop is at the Guided Tours booth next to City Hall on Main Street, USA. It's recommended that you arrive 15 minutes early so you have plenty of time to prepare for your tour. There is a restroom available there and some seating in the shade. The tour guides will provide you with a lanyard, a receiver, an earpiece, and a special pin with your name on it. Headphones are available for children or for those who have difficulty with the earpiece. These items ensure that you're able to hear your tour guide over the nearby crowds. While we were seated before the tour began, we were happily surprised with a strawberries and cream-filled croissant. These were delicious and they left us wanting more. This is a happy contrast to the previous tour we took where no such food item was provided. After this light snack, the tour was ready to begin. Our small group of about 9 total people followed the tour guide first to Main Street, USA, where we stopped in front of the Opera House to hear some facts about Walt's early enthusiasm for trains. This included details about his engineer uncle and his backyard railroad. The backyard railroad was a common theme given that there was a lot to say about it. One story about this backyard railroad involved how Lilly and Disney wanted a beautiful backyard and Walt wanted his railroad. The solution to these differing visions of the backyard was to put a 90-foot tunnel for Walt's train back there and to grow beautiful plants above it. Walt would give rides to people in his backyard, enjoying a timeless pleasure that all began with being fascinated by railroads in his youth. We continued down Main Street, USA and moved in toward Frontierland, where we stopped again to learn more about the history of railroads and the history of railroads in Disneyland. We then moved into Fantasyland and made our way toward Toontown, stopping several times along the way. The information provided by the tour guide was interesting, but not much beyond what you can gain from reading books about Walt Disney, watching documentaries, or reading about past attractions at Disneyland. For example, Rainbow Cavern's Mine Train and Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland were both discussed, and you can see remnants of these attractions in Frontierland today. Another focus was on the names of the railroad engines. Most of the engines are named for former presidents of Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railways. Walt's favorite was apparently the No. 2 E.P. Ripley engine. We finally made our way to the Toontown station at the north end of Fantasyland. It was here that we were allowed to board the Lilly Belle train car named for Walt's wife, Lilly and Disney. This is a special experience that most people don't get to have. That's why it comes at a premium price. Also, this car has no air conditioning, so if the weather is too hot, you may not want to ride, or you may not even be allowed to ride. It's worth noting that those who are in need of a wheelchair or similar device can still ride the Lilly Belle. In our party, one person was in an electric mobility scooter and she had to transfer to a different chair before being escorted into the Lilly Belle car. It's also worth mentioning that handheld fans are provided to those who want one while riding inside that special car. Even though we weren't allowed to record video while in the Lilly Belle car, we were encouraged to take as many photos as we liked. We took a lot of photos from our plush seats, desiring to capture the ornate beauty of this historic railroad car. After a journey around the entirety of the park, we arrived back at the Toontown station where we exited the car and back out into Fantasyland. This wasn't quite the end just yet, as our tour guide had some parting words for us, and everyone received a poster after handing back our receivers and earpieces. The special poster is 11 by 14 inches and is quite beautiful. We also received a Lightning Lane entry to a select attraction which we used on Soarin' Around the World at Disney California Adventure. Overall, the Disneyland Railroad Guided Tour is fun and informative. We enjoyed every second of it and especially delighted in riding in the Lilly Belle car. That really is the main draw of the tour. The information was interesting enough, but all of that information is available elsewhere. Of course, that must be the case when the life and legacy of Walt Disney is so well documented. When it comes right down to it, you have to decide if paying around $145 per person to enjoy a delicious snack, hear some fun information, get a lightning lane, and ride in the Lilly Belle car is worth the price of the tour. The price is high, but it's justified by way of having availability to ride in that special car. We should also mention that the website discusses meeting with an engineer, but that was not included in our tour. If the value proposition for this experience is enough for you, then we recommend it. If you are concerned that you may not be able to ride in the Lilly Belle due to the heat, then you should book the first tour of the day when it is coolest outside. We hope that you enjoyed this review of the Disneyland Railroad Guided Tour. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and share this video with a friend. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching Magical DNA.